This is AI Dungeon Crawlers. Today is Monday, November 14th, 2022, and welcome to the dungeon, where we four traverse the treacherous mind of a sinister AI, programmed with the insights of 10,000 authors, throwing the empty void of space at our every turn as we struggle to write the greatest sci-fi adventure since that one where Channing Tatum was half a dog and he flew around in the hover boots. I'd like to say thank you to our patrons. I would like to say thank you to our patrons, Tusk, Katarina, and Toem. If you want to join us on Patreon and support the show, click the link down below. Really is the best way to support the show and guarantees that we get most of the money, not Amazon or YouTube. That being said, we greatly appreciate any tips, bits, and subs. They don't go to waste. We have a few new shows in the works and we'd like to expand our presence. The easiest way to have that happen faster is with audience support. Every little bit helps. And now, joining me tonight, the space cadet we know and love, whisking us to the stars for another thrilling adventure. It's Eric Lehman, the four-handed master artist of Rygon 7, capable of capturing the essence of your soul in a single stroke. It's Noah Schaefer. The silver-tongued cyber siren of Plexitras Delta, here to win and woo you with wit and charm. It's Ethan Chapman, and I'm your host, Jackson Sive. I'm just happy to be here. How are all of you?
Good.
How are you?
I'm
was
happy
the question.
to be here.
I am thrilled beyond description. Don't ask me, because I just can't. No, I'm happy to be back here on a Monday night telling stories of space with my friends. This
We're
is
going
great.
back in time today.
Back in
Way back to an old world, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going back to the world of A1 space, the space between galaxies. We did this, was it like a year and a half ago we visited this place?
It's been a while.
It sure has.
Yeah, if you want to go watch it on YouTube and catch up on what happens in the space between galaxies, you can go watch The Millennium Flame. I think it's episode 21, but don't quote me on that.
We will not. Never. Under any circumstance. We thought today we'd also build the world with all of you.
Unsubscribe.
We're going to build the prompt with all of you today. We haven't picked a race, a location, anything. So we thought we'd bring our wonderful guest of honor here, Ethan, in to pick his favorites, and then we'll have the chat vote on which ones that they like the most. So, without further ado, I say we just dive right in. Because I'm happy to have all of you here.
Right.
I couldn't care less.
We're in a very chill mood today, I feel.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes are not the normal vibes.
No.
That's okay, though.
They're all right vibes.
Nice.
I like
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride in the vibes. All right. So so I don't know if people remember A1 Space. So we're gonna refresh memories as well as try and explore stuff. See all normally we see the sausage in our world building streams, but today we get to see all this stuff, even in the main one. So what I'm gonna do to start, I'm gonna list off the races, and Ethan, I would like you to pick two of them. And then we're going to have chat vote on which one we're going to do. So the races are the Crawl, the Nebulosaurs, the Monsters of the Deep, the Greys, Vortals, FCCE, or Faki, and Humans.
What was the second last one?
The FCCE, or Faki.
All right, let's do Faki and the Crawl.
And the Crawl.
Between those two.
All right. I'm going to read the Crawl first. These are so 1 in the chat if you want Crawl, 2 in the chat if you want the FCCE. The Crawl are a spacefaring civilization, which is a mix of technology and magic. They are a very warlike race, and have recently begun to expand into neighboring galaxies. Their technology is incredibly advanced, and they are able to create weapons. Shit, I lost my point. Weapons of such power that they have been known to destroy entire galaxies. They are a physically strong race, with great agility, and possess an innate ability to understand the language of animals. So we have animal-loving warlords. And that's Kraal, Kraal. Kraal. And then we have Fccees, written Fccee, and the Fcce, pronounced F-C-C-E, so Fcce, are a race of sentient humanoid fish. They are a peaceful people who live in a united kingdom. The Fcce are renowned across A1 space for their mastery of technology, medicine, and science. Their king is a benevolent fish who seeks to bring peace and prosperity to his people. The Fcce are a bigoted species, but they are tolerant of other races so long as they are not a threat to their kingdom. They are a strong species, both in terms of body and mind. So, if you're in the chat and you want to shout out 1 for Kraal, 2 for Fcce. And I see that King of Autumn has also seen our Space Force photo. We do it. We have an albino alligator protecting us today in space.
We need to name the alligator.
Charlie.
Ethan. Oh, okay.
I wanted him to
Oh, wow, never mind. Ethan, give up a last name for the albino alligator then.
Dill.
Charlie
Dill.
As in crocodile.
Well, I'm glad that happened.
Hello,
And,
I'm C. Dill. You may think it's for Croco. Actually, it's just Charlie.
All right. I'm not seeing many numbers. Remember, could someone type a 1 for the Kraal or the 2 for the Fcce?
Yeah, I think folks have just come in after we started describing. So
Yeah.
we're just picking our race.
So we're picking our race. Do we want the Kraal or the Fcce? King of Autumn coming in with a Kraal vote. I'm going to give everybody 15 more seconds. We got lots of Kraals. Lots of people. We're going to be a war man in this space. Actually, that's a good question. Are we a male Kraal, a female Kraal, or another gender, Ethan?
Ooh.
Yeah.
We are a male Kraal.
Male Kraal.
Okay.
Male Kraal. So now we have to choose our class. We're rocketing through space. So we have our just quite box standard spaceship classes. We have a captain, a crewman, a tactical officer, a science officer, a chief engineer, a medical officer, and a Duumzl rider. What would you like, Ethan?
Okay. Either between captain or medical officer.
You're going to just gloss right over Duumzl Rider.
Yes.
Duumzl riders are space magic people.
Oh, no captain then. I want Duumzl rider or medical officer.
All right. Medical officers are the healers within the military. They are responsible for keeping the crew of the ship alive. A medical officer is also responsible for the well-being of the crew and will often be the one to approach a superior with a medical problem or a crew member who is sick with a potentially fatal illness. A medical officer is an essential member of the crew and is one of the most respected positions. So that's our medical officer. Let's do 1 for medical officers, 2 for Duumzl riders. A Duumzl rider are space mages who have trained their whole lives to use the power magic of the Duumzl. These powerful spellcasters have become adept at manipulating the intense energy of the universe and use this power to their advantage to aid their comrades in navigating the far reaches of A1 space. All right, 1's for medical officers, 2 for Duumzl riders.
Let's ride the Duumzl boys. Yeah, it's a vote for the
Buns
Duumzls.
coming in with
You know what to do.
Ooh, King of Autumn coming in with medical officers. He wants a straightforward space adventure.
Could we multi-class into a Med-Duumzl officer?
A medicinal Duumzl.
I just need to take my medicinal Duumzls, guys.
It's Dugisinal.
This isn't even jokes.
We're going to do
the vibe.
15 more seconds. Sorry. Duumzl's just a great word.
It's so good.
So good.
Just can't stop saying it. That's
Yeah.
all.
All right. We're gonna go in 5, 4. Put it in if you want your vote to count. 3, 2, 1. All right, I rolled for it. We got a Dougal rider.
Yeah.
All right.
Dougal boys.
Oh, wait a minute. Zakarum coming in last minute with a 1, tipping the balance. And I have
that's
to
not
do it
fair.
for
No,
I have to do
damn
it
it.
for delay, Jack.
Fine.
Ooh, all right, we're
We'll
a medical
allow it to
officer. But
You
maybe
You know what?
we're
Also good.
But you know what?
Mm.
The Dougal exists, and maybe we're experimenting. Maybe it's
Oh,
forbidden.
maybe we wanted to be a Dougal writer.
Maybe it's forbidden to mix medicine and Dougal.
The deadly cocktail. Drugs and Dougal.
Country Bun says, "No, my Dougal dreams fading." All right,
Fine.
we have some factions that are that we could be a part of. Although we may be a crawl, maybe we're a crawl for hire. Who knows? So all of our factions, we have the Z Pattern Dancers, the One Tribes, the Paleolithic Actuary, the Kingdom of the Big Water, the Drifters, the Grand Eternal Crawl Collective, Soul Refugees, and Space Pirates.
What was it? Kingdom of the Big Water? Was that?
Where the Faki are from.
The land
Okay.
of the water of the Faki.
It's a giant water ball in space, yeah.
Amazing. So Kingdom of the Big Water or Space
Yeah.
Pirates.
Or Space Pirate. All right.
All right.
1 for Kingdom
Water
of
pirates in space or space pirates in space.
So our faction is either the Kingdom of the Big Water. So the Kingdom of the Big Water is an Aquarian kingdom led by the leader of the Faki, Queen Elisa, Eclipsa. How?
Sorry, spell it one more time.
Eclipsa.
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 Yeah, it's eclipse, but with an A instead of an E.
Oh, that's true. Dyslexia. Hell of a drug. It is the most prosperous of all the A1 space kingdoms. The kingdom spans most of A1 space and contains many lakes, rivers, and streams that hang suspended in space.
Oh.
Yeah, so there are trails of water that push through the space between galaxy. Second, the Space Pirates are a ruthless group of pirates who have banded together to raid and plunder the neighboring galaxies. The pirates have a strict hierarchy and use a form of harsh discipline. Yet, they have managed to remain a well-disciplined group. The pirates are also known as expert marksmen, and are also known to be extremely adept at using their ship's technology to their advantage. So, 1 in the chat for us being a part of the Kingdom of the Big Water, 2 in the chat for Space Pirates.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Oh,
All right,
there
we go. We got the
One.
Big Water.
One.
I think people want to surf
I'm
the waves.
pretty sure people. Yeah, that's fair.
All right. All right. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. 8, 9. Big Water it is. We're in the Kingdom of the Big Water.
Yeah.
All right. And last we have to choose. So that's who we belong to. We belong to the Kingdom of the Big Water, right?
Okay. Right.
And so now we have our starting location. Where do we want to start the story? Do we want to start at the Z Pattern Cabaret, Swall 1, Tax Collectors Incorporated, the Meteor Collections Agency, the Big Water itself, Queen Galacta, Sentient Living Planet,
Full title.
the Thorny Rose, a crawl war barge, the Deep, or Gilbert's Ark, a human colony ship.
Okay, it's between the Thorny Rose and the Meteor Collections Agency.
Ooh. Okay. Good picks.
All right. The Thorny Rose is a large spaceship that was built as a home for the Crawl. It is large, almost mansion-like space station that was built with a large open bridge that leads to a large, easily occupied surface area. The ship was built to be large enough to house the entire population of the Krull, as well as a large ecosystem for their use. It is constantly being pushed and pulled by neighboring galaxies, making it difficult to travel across. There is a small corner of the ship that has remained in relative stability, and that is where the bridge is located. So we got our big ship, very large.
It's very large, yeah.
Or we have the Meteor Collections Agency, is a large, well-known agency which collects meteorites. They were the first to respond to the meteor that struck Earth, killing the population. The owner of this agency is a strange, small, green-skinned man who is often seen with his small yet powerful companion, a green-skinned woman with long telepathic tentacles. This man is said to be a survivor of the meteor who has a strange and powerful connection to the deep. It is able to communicate with it. He often tours the deep in his jet, stopping at various points to collect meteorites. No one is sure why he constantly stops at these points, but some believe it is because he has a secret agenda.
Wow.
Ooh.
So where are we starting? 1 for the Thorny Rose, 2 for the Meteor Collections Agency. Oh, I'm seeing some Meteor Collections Agency votes. There we go.
That's double for that. Absolutely.
Coming in with the Meteor Collections Agency, we want to know about our strange green-skinned man and his strange telepathically tentacled lady companion. Definitely. All right. Whoa, everybody wants the
Okay,
twos.
damn.
All right, we're
here we
Meteor
go.
Collecting.
Yeah.
All right, fine,
Universally
I get it.
decided we're going Meteor Collection Agency.
All right, last thing that we need to do is make a name for ourselves. A
Hey.
grand crawl name. Do we want to choose it, or do we want to do our classic?
We absolutely need to roll for it, yeah.
We roll for it?
Sorry, roll for the number of letters and then get the chat to decide. That's what I mean.
Crawl for it.
Yeah, usually.
No! We gotta roll the Dougal bones, guys.
11 letters. Chat,
All right,
spam those
spaces are
letters.
allowed. Yeah, chat, just spam letters and we're gonna string them together into the name.
D.
All right.
U.
W.
M.
Doomzl. Oh God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
We
6,
need more
7,
vowels.
N-A.
I got to Doom and then
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sorry about
11.
that.
Duumzl.
okay.
That's what our
Duumzl.
first name is.
Okay.
Doomzl.
Doomzl.
Vjnae.
It's a family name.
V-G-N-A-E.
Vjnae.
Duumzl Vjnae.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put it in chat for everyone, just so that we can all bask in the name.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Vjnae.
It sure is. Well, now that we know who we are and where we are, let's decide the rules for tonight's excursion.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the world as we.
All right. While you do that, if you're joining us for the first time, we play a drinking game on the show that has 3 rules. You're free to join along with us. First and foremost, anytime the AI gives us something that we just can't use and we have to hit the retry button, we all take a drink and we drink to forget. Secondly, Noah has been hiding things in his art, and anytime we spot one, we all get to take a drink. Noah, what are you hiding this week?
Well, I already made a note in the art. I will be hiding, since we are in A1 space, I'll be hiding that A1 space sauce.
Nice.
For anyone familiar with the steak sauce.
Okay, great. Any non-human beings unfamiliar with the steak sauce in the audience? Absolutely. And last but not least, we have a rule that sort of changes every single week. It's thematically appropriate usually. And let's see. We're Duumzl Vjnae. What we should drink anytime.
Anytime I mispronounce that name.
You mispronounce the name. Maybe are the Kroll sort of oblivious to innuendo? We're just not aware of innuendo at large. We don't understand that certain words sound like other words. Maybe anytime we miss the point, or something goes over our heads, perhaps.
Yep.
All right. So anytime something goes over our poor boy Duumzl Vjnae's name, our heads, we will all
Over his name.
I can't get. It's a tall name. It's a name I can't get over myself. I think Country Buns says tagline for this adventure: "Wait until you see what's at stake."
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So I do.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, dude.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask about how people think about what I've designed our crawl to be.
To be honest, they're a warrior race, right?
All right. Do you think he needs to be a little bit more aggressive?
He just looks a little scrawny.
Oh,
He's scrappy.
Right.
He's a medical doctor.
See, that was my thought, but you know what? No, you're right. We need jacked. We need a jacked medical doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he needs at least, he needs to be able to hold his own.
He needs to look like he comes from a place that has a lot of large spaces.
He needs to fill all of that large space.
Have you read shitty
that
fiction where they do that all the time? There's a
Which?
special kind of like shitty fiction designed for middle-aged men in crisis where they describe how
like you're dating yourself right now.
Yeah. I don't read it. I just know about it. All right, Jack?
All right. Sure
Shut your
thing,
mouth.
bud. Whatever you say.
Yeah, they keep these like he walked into the room, his large, broad shoulders like rolling, like they just keep talking. His large hands grab. Like it's so funny, dude.
Big things, manly, wide things.
thing, you know.
Is this like the male equivalent of like a Harlequin novel? Because that's kind of what it feels like.
They usually star some kind of secret agent who kicks ass and takes names, right? Like kind of thing.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like,
Okay. Sure.
and everyone just notices how large he is all the time.
What would the title of one of these books be? If you were to
like
give sort of the general vibe.
Jack.
I like where this is going.
Morto. Cybernetic secret agent or something.
Oh man. So like masculine, definitely very heroic name.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Or sorry, no, I did that wrong. It would be like Jack Chris, cybernetic secret. He always has to have two first names.
Two first names.
Yeah, right. He's Adam Charles. All right.
And he's wider than ever before. Okay. How's it look, Eric? You got something for us?
Yeah, we've got. I'm gonna post this in the chat. Of course, I'm gonna post it in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
There, if you can put
here we
that
go.
in. And we're starting nice and fresh. All right.
Eric, you're going to narrate today.
Yeah.
You, Noah, and I are all going to do voices for various characters we meet, and then Ethan is going to be our lead. You're playing good old Duumzl, so can't wait to see what you do with them. All right, let's go for it.
Why not?
Oh.
A1 space is the space between two galaxies. It is an area so vast that the borders have become blurred. There are many strange phenomena present in A1 space, some of which are caused by the monsters of the deep, and others which are caused by the intense energy of the universe. The A1 is constantly being pushed and pulled by the neighboring galaxies, making travel across it extremely difficult. You are Duumzl Vjnae, a Kroll medical
Just get it out of your
officer
system now.
at the Meteor Collections Agency. One day, while trying to repair one of the agency's jet engines, you slowly start to feel strange hearing voices. You are unsure what to do, but decide to ignore them. 2 days later, you are called into the office of Director Regigic, your boss. He tells you that you have received reports of he has received reports of unusual behavior from you, and asks, oh shit, I lost my spot, and asks you to explain. You tell him about the voices you have been hearing, which he explains are telepathic communications from entities from other dimensions.
Wow.
What do you do, Mr. Vjnae? Sorry, Dr. Vjnae.
You go to 6 years of space medical college to be called Mr. Vjnae.
I insist that we do a series of tests to make sure that the voices are in fact from another dimension, or whether I am unwell.
Makes perfect sense to me.
What do you say to get that across?
I say, whoa, that is some serious news. I suggest we cut open my frontal lobe and look at the connection issues within, and we will determine where the signal is coming from. I am not a medical doctor, let it be known.
I'm going to punch up a little bit of the jargon.
Eric, the famed medical doctor among us here.
This is when we learned that actually we've been hired as a medical officer, but we're actually a doctor in philosophy.
You crack open the frontal lobe and look at the connections.
The connections
where
and the signals.
Signal, because that's all the brain is, right? Like a Wi-Fi receiver.
Well, that's what we realized when we got to A1 space. We're just all on good Wi-Fi or bad Wi-Fi. And that's what insanity is. All right. You say,
Wow, this is some serious news. I suggest an open cranial frontal lobe scene. Cut me open, Doc, and look at my brain.
What do you mean?
the director asks. What do you say, Ethan?
I say, you heard me. Cut me open and get to the bottom of this.
Cut me open.
This is where the story ends. I die.
Yeah. Horribly ripped apart. You're the only doctor aboard the ship. You're going to your boss just like, just take an axe.
I left an instructional video. Please watch it.
So you want to cut open someone's head?
What did the AI call them? Interdimensional beings? What was it?
I believe so. From entities from other dimensions.
Entity. I'm just making.
Blue Emperor says, I don't think he's a brain surgeon. It's true. There are people that are dedicated, go to school for this. What would you say? 'Cause he is a medical doctor, Ethan.
Well,
what do you think his, is it just, like, what is his knowledge base primarily?
On this specific situation?
No, I mean, Dr. Vjnae in general. What is his specialty?
Neuroscience, clearly.
Are we just going to gloss over that he was fixing one of the jets in the beginning?
I completely forgot about that.
Right.
Jets being what they call crew in this.
No, they have an on ship production of West Side Story. This
Yeah.
one had a horrible fall earlier.
Oh my God, so many sprained ankles.
Just gotta fix one of the jets again.
When you're a jet, you're a... Ah, fuck!
It's gotta be
Cool
cool.
boy! Holy boy!
Oh, God.
Ah, shit! Fuck balls.
There's a place for us.
Thank you, Jack. Really
I'm
brought
the
that
third
one home.
understudy. I don't
God,
have the
somebody
notes,
break
but
his
I'm
ankles.
going for it. There's actually a deep political drama happening behind the scenes here. A power struggle over who gets to be Tony.
All right.
All right.
Let's continue.
You heard me. Cut me open and look at my brain. We need to see how deep the entities have buried.
You say and sit on the surgical table.
Do you know what these creatures are?
The director asks you.
Not yet, but I will soon.
You say.
Open it up!
Jesus
Oh, the
Christ.
surgeon's here.
The surgeon
Hello!
yells. The surgeon yells as he cuts you open.
Oh my god.
You grab his head and begin pounding it into the ground. He screams. You scream. You stop.
We're a warrior race. It's natural to, when surprised by someone with a sharp blade, to fight back.
I think that this is the interdimensional beings.
Yes.
Not letting us
Okay.
surgically remove them. I think when he says you're hearing interdimensional beings in your head, he doesn't mean like the way I'm picturing this. It's not like you're a radio antenna. It's that there are interdimensional beings who are now in your head.
In your
talking.
head.
In your head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when you say cut them open to check the signals, you meant there's a slug in my head. Let's get them out.
Yeah, there are tiny little
Yeah, all
beings
right.
in my head. They're probably having a picnic.
All right.
Yeah. So finally you stop. What?
Like, how do I get out of this?
Yeah, any thoughts, Ethan? What do you got?
I say, wait. They're telling me something. They said, you are in
Whoa.
grave danger, and time is running out.
This sounds like you're lying. This sounds like, oh, I'm receiving a message saying,
oh, no.
Don't do that.
Let's say
Stop that
let's
right
say,
now.
Instead of you saying that, Ethan,
Uh-huh.
how about you'll hear that? You'll hear.
Yeah, that's what I
no.
meant.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we could also say, they're saying something. We could let the AI
No.
finish what they say. I kind of want to know what the AI thinks the extra dimensional beings are saying.
Are in great danger.
Wait, no.
Doctor.
Yes,
What am
Yes?
I looking at in this far right panel? Is
it's
that
the
like
director.
why is he so small?
He's a small green thing. He's
Wait, what?
The
That's
director,
what
Described as a small green thing?
yeah.
the
and-
director of the Meteor Collections Agency.
Oh, right, from the descriptions earlier. Sorry, I was looking for it in the AI. I forgot that that he was the guy who's just a small green thing.
yeah, he's
He's just a little green dude, says Buttercups.
yeah. So you went to him. You just wanted to know. You're like, hey, look, I got this, and he's just like,
But why doesn't he have a desk befitting of his size?
All right.
look.
Or a chair high enough to look over it?
Who wants to be the interdimensional beings?
I mean, I've already got a character in the scene, so does Noah. Why don't you take them
All
as the
right.
narrator in a sort of fun meta fourth one?
Oh,
Oh,
All right. I wrote up to. We've come to warn you that, and we're letting the AI take the rest.
all right, sounds good.
Don't do me dirty, AI. The interdimensional beings are not going to let you get them out easy. Wait! You hear in your head. You're in great danger, Dr. Duumzl Vjnae. You must listen to us. We have come to warn you that if you do not destroy all instances of the monsters of the deep, your life will be in great peril.
Huh?
You ask.
Who are you? Why do you want me to destroy these things?
I am the Oracle of B1, and these are the monsters of the deep.
B1. Well, where is that?
Somewhere to the left.
So we gotta destroy all monsters of the deep.
Yes, which
It's somewhere to the left. You can't miss it. You wake up in a bed in the medical ward.
What happened?
You ask the nurse.
oh, you had a dream, doctor.
She says. Let's get rid of this. You now are in control. I don't know what that means.
1, 2, 3. Control of 10-digit numbers. Oh, jeez, Ethan. Ethan, I think you can maybe turn your gain on your mic down a wee bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting some peaking from you once in a while.
How's that?
Maybe. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I'd like to remind chat, I see some new names in chat, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to remind you that if you've got channel points, you can spend them to do such things as change the literary device. We'll make a roll, pick a new literary device, and try to incorporate it into the story. Roll for Noah to change the art style, and you can also roll to have me change the musical style in front of me as well.
Do we want to roll right now because we haven't done one yet for a literary device? And this
You know
is,
what?
And this is a way that we have to incorporate it when we are it's just sorry, I'm picking up my
That's okay.
looking at my list. We have to incorporate it while every literary device we have to use to destroy a monster of the deep.
Yes, amazing.
Love that.
That's so good. I love it. Shout out to Buttertubs and Nikelio for now following us. Welcome. The little brain man, says Buttertubs. Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's swimming around in there.
All right.
Does he have a mustache?
It could be whatever you so desire, Jack. However you wish to read. However you wish to read this interdimensional being.
Yeah, either he's got a mustache and a nice little smile, or a grumpy little face and he's wearing a poncho. I haven't decided yet. It's a tough call.
All right.
Sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
We have. Wait, where's my? Damn it, balls. God,
no. Oh,
fuck.
no.
Jesus Christ. We've got 18. Frame story. A frame story is any part of the story that frames another part of it, such as one character telling another about their past, or someone uncovering a diary or series of news articles that tells the readers what happened tells the story of what happened. Since the frame story supports the rest of the the rest of the plot, it is mainly used at the beginning and the end of the narrative, or in small interludes between chapters and stories.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
How about this nurse tells you a framing device? Like, how I have known you a long time, Doctor.
Here we go.
A long...
Thank you, unnamed nurse, to which I have a deep history.
long time, Doctor. You were screaming in your sleep. Or let's say I have never heard you. Or, sorry, I'm going to figure it out.
That's okay.
Time, or the only time. The only time I have ever heard you.
Oh, while you're typing that out, someone is calling out it's shot up by 2Ks, pointing out an A1 steak sauce. There it is on the bedside table.
Damn.
Hey, you drink and we drink. Thank you, my dude. Nicely spotted.
The only
There
time
it
I
is.
heard you screaming in your sleep was...
Buttertub's coming in late, but very enthused about the A1 steak sauce. I have no context, but I am excited. I'm so enthused. So we're living in a world called A1 space from the AI here. We generated it a long time ago. If you're unfamiliar with AI Dungeon, you're able to punch in a series of keywords and a genre and build up a setting. And the name that this setting was generated by is A1 space. It's the space between galaxies that we're inhabiting. And as such, Noah has taken it upon himself to hide the A1 space sauce. Yes. No context but party, says Agelio. Oh, everyone's just yelling about the steak sauce. Everyone's getting really excited to have all individually spotted the
It's true.
The
Many
steak
people
sauce, yes.
spot it simultaneously, yet alone. It's one of the wonders
Wow.
of the internet.
We really are.
It's pretty amazing, right? Like, so many people have the same experience, so far
Hmm.
apart.
Even
about
we're
it.
having that experience.
Currently,
All of us are
in this
across the country from each other.
your words, yeah.
Wow.
Think about it. Anyways, what
Habibs
were we?
420 says, shout out to the artist. I like him. Thanks, Habibs 420.
Thanks, my dude.
Go ahead, my dude. Sorry.
So wait. So what? So something plagued us in our past. This is what the nurse is telling us about in a framing story. What plagued
Right.
us? What? Ethan, what gives you nightmares?
Ooh, what gives me nightmares? Honestly, snakes. Snakes give me nightmares. What else?
It's really amazing that snakes managed to get out to A1 space.
They're space
Humanity
snakes.
destroyed. The snakes made it.
And,
No legs, no nothing, but they got there.
What emotion, other than just fear, do snakes give you?
Ooh. Definitely, anxiety?
Oh.
Like, I guess anger too. I'd want to fight them.
Enraged.
Enraged by these snakes.
Yes, a righteous indignation. They just shouldn't be able to move, damn it. I have known you for a long time, Doctor. The only time I have ever heard you screaming in your sleep like that, when we were traversing the left-turn expanse and were plagued by the anxious space snakes of the deep.
Oh, that was just a nightmare.
So, what? Is this about M1?
What?
M1, the monster of the inner core?
That was just a bad dream.
Well, what happened to you was far worse.
You shudder.
Buttertub says that nurse hot for real though.
That
Sorry.
pit.
So, just for my brain then, so the anxious space snake of the deep is also the M1 monster of the inner core, or are those separate things?
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
What
one
do
of
you
the
got, sorry,
monsters we have to.
okay, so, okay. Never mind.
You just put a helmet on him.
What? What do you mean? Not at all.
Vicious
It's,
monster.
I think that the ancient space snakes the anxious space snakes of the deep were what we were screaming about before when we were plagued by them. I think in our dream now, she's asking, so what's this about the M1 monster of the core? Because that's what now.
Oh,
we
what
were
now is about. That's what
screaming
you were
about.
screaming about. Okay. And clearly, whatever it was a lot worse than your encounter with the space snakes. I've never
Yeah.
seen you like this before.
Jack, what's
Yeah.
the nurse's name?
Squeedle. The
hot.
is included. It's
That's
hyphenated. Yeah.
oh, it's That's her first name.
Yeah, it's
Squeedle.
Yeah.
It's like, or it's like like McBride or something. Squeedle.
The Squeedle of the or yeah, an of the Squeedle clan. Buttertub's hotly protecting his date. That is Squeedle. People are trying to call dibs on that squid lady, and he is just fiercely fighting them off. Asking, what is a squid's favorite food? I need to plan a date. All right, sorry.
I'm going to say notify the director. I will need some time off. Heading to the left side.
Just
to
off to
left
the
of
left.
space. Yes. It's a place that no matter how you're oriented, if you turn left from there and keep going straight, you'll arrive in B1 space. It's sort of this impossible tangle.
For M1.
All right.
You shudder at the thought of that pit of writhing, anxious snakes.
Forget about my dream, Nurse Squeedle. Forget what I said or what you heard. Notify the director. I will need some time off. I am heading the left side of M1 space.
Oh, shit, I forgot to. Fuck! You get in your jet and take off for M1. You spend many days traveling and finally come across a large black cloud. You fly into the belly of the beast, not knowing what to expect. After passing through the clouds, you emerge into a sea of black holes. You look to your left and to your right. You see nothing but blackness. You turn your back around, and to your surprise, you see a monstrous black hole in front of you. I think the black hole is the monster of the core.
It's the maw.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Country Bun says this is an easy scene for Noah to draw, I suppose.
Oh boy, howdy.
Buttertub says, okay, narrator voice, absolutely on point. Congratulations, Eric.
Oh, thank you.
Recognition, you finally made it.
Oh, finally, somebody noticed. I've been speaking all my life, but finally somebody's listening.
So, yeah, all right. Anyways.
Yeah, all right, fine. Thanks a lot. Now we got to deal with this.
All right.
You don't know.
Right. Hey, I pumped up the ego. Love it.
The black monster of the inner core. Core looms over you, and you hear now a boo. Can I play all the voices that happen inside the main character's head?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Take it. That sounds great. Blue Ampharos pitches an interesting point. Ethan, tell me what you think about this. How can you see a black hole if there is no light?
Oh, good question. You, it's a sensory thing. So even though maybe you can't see it, you feel it. Things go dead in terms of, like, there's no noise in space, but, like, things go even quieter than no noise, right? Maybe it gets colder.
They're actively taking noises out of you.
Yeah. You start to feel like a gravitational pull, and you're like, what's happening to me? And it's a black hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm into that. That makes perfect sense.
Uh-oh. Did I disappear for a second?
No,
No, I think you're okay. Why?
Okay, good. My computer froze, and I was like, how long have I been out for?
Oh! Country Bun says if you'd been a Duumzl writer, you'd have an easy explanation for this. Space magic. But we're not. Perhaps we just feel the Duumzl being sucked from us by the great black hole around.
I hate getting the Duumzl sucked.
Man. Some people say it's a really nice experience, but I just can't get into it.
You can't. You're not in for the Dougal.
I'm not in for the Dougal.
Not in for the Dougal. Well, all right, we've got text.
For a
Here we
Dougal
go.
and for a down.
Look.
Say. Okay.
It's a family show, Jack.
All right, Dr. Vjnae, take it away.
Oh my God. Look.
This is a giggly show.
Look. I'm gonna unsqueedle these jokes. All right, we need to move on.
Okay, sorry.
The black monster of the inner core looms over you, and you hear a booming voice in your head. Why have you disturbed the peace of my holy sanctum?
I didn't. I came to observe, not to disturb.
That is impossible. You can't cross over without either destroying me or being destroyed by me.
How do you know my name?
I know all things. I have seen everything. What do you say to that, Dr. Vjnae?
Yeah, what you got, big guy? Really setting the bar high here.
All right.
Sorry, I just read the text and saw holy sanctum.
Yeah, I added that. Did you like
good.
that one?
Well, I like that. That's good.
Okay, I wrote
a
that.
single letter made it
was,
funny.
That was me. It was an optical pun.
Good job, bud.
I try to give him a scare tactic. I say, you haven't seen what I'm capable of. And there is one way to... Hold on.
All of this he says to him.
And there is one way to
Don't rush me.
destroy you. I'm like, wait, let me think. Hold on.
Your thoughts are being pulled
Don't-
towards the black hole.
Don't kill
All
me
those
yet.
Signals. Did
What
are
is
we-
it? What is it,
Yeah.
Ethan? Tell me.
Yeah,
I
come
gotta
on.
know.
Oh, I could power my thrusters so hard and rip through.
Ethan, we need to literally do your face. You came here. We also have to accept you came
Yes.
here knowing exactly what this is. I feel like there has to be something special about us.
Right.
I feel like there has to be something about us that when we heard from an interdimensional being, you have to destroy all of these beings. You've been tormented by monsters of the deep before, dreams of writhing, anxious snake pits, and you flew into a giant ring of black holes to face a giant black hole monster of ancient proportions in a jet. There has to be something. Do we know the Dougal? Are we Dougal inclined in secret?
Ooh.
Do we have
That's what it's called.
a Dougal inclination?
Dougal inclined.
I don't know.
I-
We need something that is
Yeah.
as grand as this. Maybe we're a space snake.
We're a
Okay,
space snake.
sure.
I don't know.
And to be faced
It's
with
up
a
to you,
space snake
Ethan.
is our
We
to
did-
face
yeah.
our own anxieties. Yeah.
What is it?
Ethan.
All right, so he's a big black hole, right?
Yeah, he's a giant
that-
ass black hole.
So I don't know what being a space snake would do to
I don't know.
destroy him.
Maybe you're a monster of the deep. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
the point. I think form and function are relative in A1 space.
Yeah.
And malleable.
We turned left to get here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do we turn right?
Yeah.
That's impossible. We're in the left side of
Maybe
Sorry,
we have some sort of incredible power over the fabric of space itself, which is why we were able to turn left and arrive somewhere. So the massive black hole is nothing compared to us. Or, I mean, it came to you in a dream.
Yeah.
You know, you have some sort of connection to it.
yeah.
Could we consult the oracle that's in our head as well?
All right, quick pause on all of this. Just gotta think about this one.
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess my thought was like, if he's in there, is he giving us anything?
A little oracle. I don't
Ethan,
know.
it's up to you.
I kind of want to run with the snake thing now.
Okay.
So I say, you don't know what I'm capable of, and then I turn into a giant snake. And wrap myself around the black hole. Is that possible? I don't know.
Everything
Rip through him?
We are in a world controlled by our fingertips. All things are possible. I've embellished it a little bit and given you a bit of a monologue.
Before we read, I wanted to say hello to Grug Games, who just followed us 1 minute ago. Welcome, Grug Games. Good to see you. All right, are you ready for this?
My anxiety.
It'll give you something a little bit more epic. Space snake. Space snake. Everyone's very excited for the snake.
Your crawl. Right. And you. Shed.
Oh, you know what? Actually, there's quite a few people that are new here in the chat. I should say, if you're unfamiliar with what we're doing today, there's an AI-powered text adventure game called AI Dungeon on the internet that we're using to tell a long-form story. We're all, writing it collaboratively together. Eric is literally typing to the AI right now. We're going to tell it our action, what we do, what we say, etc. And then the rest of the text is going to be generated by the AI. We're all going to perform it out here live together, talk about it as writers and as performers, and try to make a story that is deeply satisfying and, in this case, full of twists and turns. Surprises at every spatial corner.
God,
Also,
I'm just
if
writing.
you were
this
coming in for
thing.
the
God,
very-
I just wrote a sentence, and it's the kind of sentence that makes you think: did you really believe your life would come to here?
No.
I wonder if we can identify what the sentence
yeah.
is as we go along. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Also, if you're joining us for the very first time, we play a drinking game here. Anytime we need to hit the retry button, we're all going to drink to forget. Anytime we spot Noah's hidden A1 space sauce in the art, we will all drink. And anytime something goes over our head, we will drink, which hasn't happened yet. We've had a good grasp of everything so far.
We've had things in our head. We've had things around our head.
That's true. Nothing's gone over it. Not yet. For we are a giant space snake in disguise.
The core and
Ooh, what was that? Ethan, I think that was you.
What?
You bumped your microphone.
Oh, I just put my...
how much of
yeah.
a lampshade do you want to put on it, Jack?
I just enough.
Hey,
Just
everyone,
enough.
did you hear it? Did you hear? Did you
I
hear
said
the-
it quietly so no one would hear.
I wrote some text.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah,
little
you
bit
did.
ashamed, but also excited.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
I know all things. I have seen everything.
You haven't seen what I'm capable of. There is one way I can defeat you, though it gives me great pain. I will miss the life I leave behind, but I cannot escape my anxiousness any longer.
Your crawl. Oh, that should be form. Shit. Your crawl form. Your crawl form's head splits, and you shed your paltry skin and emerge in your true form. The Duumzl Snake of Vjnae. You wrap your celestial coils around the black monster of the core and squeeze the light out of it. The monster collapses into a dark puddle, and you slither your way out of the core. You begin to feel woozy. You are home. You sit down at the kitchen table, and your father walks in.
What?
What's wrong? Why are you shaking?
I had a bad trip.
What kind of bad trip?
What?
Is this a memory surfacing
I
suddenly?
don't like this.
You're a teen in 1969.
Look, can we drink to forget?
Let's
a bit?
drink to forget.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well,
it
that being
happens.
said, Country Bun says, "Hey, look, it's that framing device." All right, let's drink to forget just
All right,
that
let's
little
drink to
bit.
forget.
I don't want to
Let's do it.
leave the momentum we're getting and start being in a kitchen. I'm
Sounds
going to say, as you leave, puddle croaks.
Oh, here we go.
Oaks.
Whoa. No.
Um,
What's happened to the front of our head? No, never mind. We're looking at the snake from the back.
Yes.
I see, and we're looking over towards the ship there in the top left.
Yes.
It looked like for whatever reason the snake was looking up, and then its snout was drifting like a foot and a half to the top left. I was concerned.
Fair. No, that's just part of our ship that has kind of crashed off as we have.
Rad. We
Yeah.
literally exploded into an enormous snake that has
Yeah.
constricted the black hole. I'd like to play a quick game while Eric is typing, and let's see which sentence he's most ashamed of. Any?
did you pick up the one that I was?
That's the one we're trying to
Which one do you
identify.
think?
Anybody have some guesses on what it would be? I'm gonna assume it's your curl head splits and you shed your poultry skin and emerge in your true form, the Duumzl snake of Vjnae.
Yeah, it's the Duumzl snake of Vjnae.
It's the Duumzl snake of Vjnae. Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured that'd do it.
Yeah, that made me a bit. Yeah, I looked at it and went, I've written many things in my life.
Traveled
That
the
has
world.
never been one before, you know?
That's a brand new sentence, as they say.
But that's the thing, Eric. You may miss the life that you leave behind, but you must escape the anxiousness. You cannot escape the anxiousness any longer. You must write about the Duumzl snake of Vjnae.
I'd like to shout out to Habibs420, who's following us now. Welcome. Also, shout out by 2K. I've never used the watch time stream elements bot thingamathing. It does say you've been watching for 0 seconds, which is clearly untrue. So I'm going to have a look at that and see if I can figure it out. Buttertimes, meanwhile, is like heartily defending you, Eric, and saying that is such an epic line, though. Ain't no way he's ashamed of that. So.
Yeah, you just watch.
all right.
It's going to be everywhere in like 3 years. On T-shirts.
Everyone's going to be
billboards,
talking about the Duumzl snake
Duumzl
of
snake of
Vjnae. Yeah.
Vjnae. Yeah.
It'll become a part of the people, the zeitgeist.
All right, we got a little bit more. Oh
Yeah,
shit, we're
read
going to
on.
L1 now.
Oh, all right. Making our way along the left of the board.
As you leave, the puddle croaks. The Duumzl snake of Vjnae.
Oh.
No one has seen you since before that should have another thought immemorial. Not even I. The puddle fades with a twinkle of starlight. Let's just make that an uppercase T because it's bothering me. You continue your journey for L1, the land of light, and you finally make it there.
Oh, we did it.
I feel like
The
we have to go to
journey
each of the
happens.
main monsters of the deep in all of the sectors.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
You enter the L1 and find yourself at a giant lake.
Oh.
We learned about that earlier.
We did.
The sky overhead is blue and clear, and in the distance you can see a rainbow. You walk towards the rainbow, but before you can reach it, you find yourself being pulled underwater. It's the rainbow monster.
Yes, the rainbow squid of L1. Absolutely. Have we is L1 like if we landed on a planet, or is it like the big lake just in space?
I think
it
it's
has its own atmosphere of evaporated water.
The
like,
lake
covered.
in space. For those who were not here for right at the beginning of the show, in this world of A1 space, the space between galaxies, there is a large series of rivers, lakes, and oceans that flow independently through the space, called the Big Water, inhabited by the Faki, or FCCE for longer.
For short.
Anyways, I think we're in one of those, and we've been pulled under by many rainbow tentacles.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit that. Ethan, what is your like biggest fear? Are you actually really afraid of snakes like that?
You know what? I don't think so. I don't think I'm afraid of much, to be honest, in terms of like physical things. I'm afraid of more like mental things, you know?
What's a mental thing that you're afraid of? This is a really personal question. You can
Yeah,
say
I was gonna
no
say
and have
really
boundaries.
well layering on.
Yeah, why not? Failure is a big one. To not succeed is a big fear. Time running out in my life is a big fear. Those are like my biggest things. It's like not having enough time to do things and being constantly reminded of your mortality.
Not being able to do things, and then when you do them, doing them poorly.
Exactly. You're like, I'm only here for so long and I did that?
Yeah, no, I feel that. I absolutely feel that, especially when I read sentences like the Duumzl Snake of Vjnae. King of Autumn 96 wants to let you know, Eric, it looks like your camera's frozen on OBS.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Is it also frozen in? It's also frozen in.
on Zoom?
On
I
Zoom.
actually didn't notice.
There you
Hey,
go.
there we go. Nice.
Yeah, it would only be frozen on OBS if it is. Also
Two more
frozen
things.
in Zoom.
Once, Blue M for us cheered 20 bits. Thank you very much. Secondly, King of Autumn would like us to change the art style if you want to give us a roll.
The art style. Give
Hell
me one
yeah.
moment.
Speaking of which, shoot, who was it? Somebody. Yeah, Buttertub says the snake is sick looking. So good job, Noah.
Oh, thank you.
This one and that one.
People are very excited for the rainbow squid.
The rainbow squid.
Yeah.
And we will be drawing that rainbow squid
Oh, yes.
in the style of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folk art.
Okay.
Art that is
Oh.
created for the purpose of culture and tradition, as opposed to the free expression of fine
Oh.
art. So I
Wait a
think,
minute.
yeah, I think we have the wonderful folk carvings of the Faki in the
Yeah.
water.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Carved deep into the water walls of there. we just draw something in the water and just like.
Oh, Blue Emfro, sorry, I didn't see your bits message at all. He said the story's reminding him of Norse mythology with there being lakes and rivers in space.
Yeah.
That's cool. And one more thing happened. Shot Up by 2K has redeemed Change the Literary Device. So, of course, we need a new one so we can face off against the Rainbow Squid.
Yeah, we do. And that one will be...
Hell yeah. Toem says Rainbow Squid says gay rights.
Cumulative sentence. A cumulative sentence, or loose sentence, is one that starts with an independent clause but has additional or modifying clauses. They are often used for contextual or clarifying details. They may sound complex, but even I ran to the store to buy milk, bread, and toilet paper is a cumulative sentence because the first clause, I ran to the store, is a complete sentence, while the rest tells us extra information about your run to the store.
So we're going to kill the gay squid with a run-on sentence?
Maybe it only speaks in cumulative
It
clauses.
only speaks in listicles and
Water.
run-on compound sentences.
It's large refracting eye.
Nice.
I looks at you and it says, what does it say? Who wants to be the rainbow chrono squid of the big water? It has to always be about time as well. You're afraid time is going to run out?
Oh, there
it doesn't
is.
shut the fuck up.
Ethan, it's for you.
It's perfect.
It says your time has run out.
Fabulous.
Duumzl.
I like how they all just first name basis. No time wasted.
As your time was beyond time.
I did it again.
Now time.
Buttertubs is saying they've lost sound. Is everybody else able to hear us okay? It looks like everybody's okay. Just tell them to refresh. I think it's not on us yet.
For such.
Noah, did you want to play the squid?
If you want me to, I will gladly take it.
Why don't you take the squid? I'll take whatever the next one is.
Because I started as the dad.
Start as the dad, become a squid. That's just the hierarchy of life. Whoops.
All right. You'll find yourself being pulled underwater. Your slithery form is grasped by many rainbow tentacles. It is the rainbow chrono squid of the big water. It is its large I'm sorry, it should be
it larges as a verb.
At you with its it looks at you with its large refracting eye.
Tom gave us a handy chart here for reference. It goes otter, cub, bear, dad, squid. Incredible.
Oh, God. It looks at you with its large refracting eye, and it says...
Your time has run out, Duumzl, as the your time was beyond time, though now time has too much meaning for such an anxious slate.
You struggle, but you and the rainbow squid are pulled under the water. You open your serpentine eyes and see that you are in a strange land. The grass below you is yellow and orange, and there are many trees around you. You look up, you gasp. You see many green animals with large red wings that are flying around you.
Wow.
Yeah, suspicious.
I think it says here in the big water No, I don't know. What do we do? What do you want to do, Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan.
All right, so I've just been pulled under, and now we're in a new land.
Yeah. I think this is the land of the big water. So there's underwater grass and underwater flying things.
They're swimming. It's hard to say they're flying underwater.
Well, all flying is swimming through the air.
They're swimming, Eric.
And I'm still with the squid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrap myself around the squid.
I mean, it worked last time.
Try to squeeze the top off from its legs, you know?
Oh, okay. You're gonna fight one tentacle.
I'm gonna fight the squid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, we're a medical doctor. I feel like our solution.
Well,
can't
that was
always
our
be,
front,
you know.
Jack. Our front was the medical doctor.
I thought
actually we're an ancient, anxious snake from beyond time.
I just thought we hadn't accepted that about ourselves, you know? It's been an ongoing internal struggle, you know? Blue Ampharos asks, are they flying or are they swimming? To which Country Buns replies, flimming, ending the debate.
And squeeze as hard as you can. If you can break one.
All right, let's dive deep on this for a sec. Ethan, if you were an ancient being of some animalistic form, which one would you hope to be?
Ooh, an ancient being of animalistic form. Ooh, like an old elephant.
Okay. Why is
Yeah,
that?
like, because they're one of the smartest animals on Earth. So you think, like, old, you think wise. But, like, think of, like, an elephant like Babar standing up straight. With, like, a differently
With a suit on and
Yeah. And he has, like, an old scepter that he uses to walk around his big elephant body with because he's old.
Okay.
And he's got tattoos down his trunk.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
That's actually awesome. I was gonna say your animal form is Norse Babar.
Exactly.
Hell
Turned
yeah.
it around with the tattoos. I'm into it. I would like to meet this creature if we can bank that for a hot minute. Oh man, no, the chrono squid is looking pretty awesome.
Thank you.
That squid said, gay rights.
He really did.
All right, take us in, Eric.
It seems to be loading slower for me with the response. It's weird because you guys know it just slightly before I do. All right, it just
The
came
response
up.
is just generated. Yeah, I was just
Um,
seeing yours come in.
You wrap yourself around. If you can break one of the tentacles, maybe you can break free. You wrap yourself around one of the tentacles and squeeze as hard as you can. You manage to break one tentacle, and it begins to shoot towards the sky. You reach out the other arm and catch the other tentacle, and begin to swing it back and forth. The animal with the wings begins to lose its grip. Shit, no, we're just gonna change animal with wings to the squid.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Squid could have wings.
The winged squid.
Oh.
Chrono squid.
There we go. The chronochromacta squid.
The rainbow chrono squid begins to lose its grip. It says,
Oh.
Dude, this is it.
Sorry.
Oh, you got it so far.
it falls to the ground. You crawl over and take a look. What do you do, Ethan? You've broken it. You've broken the rainbow squid.
Okay. But he's not dead, though, right?
No,
he's just kind of
definitely
like...
not dead. Maybe you, but
I ask him
oh, go.
how I can find the next monster and quick before I kill him.
Yeah. How to find? Can I also ask?
Yeah.
What was your? At one time, all of you ancient monsters of the deep knew each other. What was your relationship with the rainbow chrono squid? Was it a good one, a bad one? Did you?
An X.
An ex?
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, it's got awkward.
Okay. What do you say to your ex? And
I say-
keep in mind, it's really good if you can incorporate time.
I say, just like how much fun we used to have, I am going to have fun now, ending your life.
Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely one you're gonna think about 3 years from now in the shower.
Do you want to
Go
take
like,
it again?
shouldn't
Do you
have
want
said
to?
that.
Yep, I do. I say,
This is the one time you're able to do something over again.
yep. I say, over time, our relationship has only gotten worse. And over these years, I have come to realize that I am the only tentacle I need, being a singular snake tentacle.
Our relationship.
Roll with that. I don't know where we're
Yeah,
going with this,
Yeah,
but
that's good. It's good. I just picture the AI as just a confused robot on the other side who's like, and they used to date? Wow, what am I supposed to do with this? This is contrary to all my lore books. Blue Ampharos poses an interesting question. Is a snake just a living tentacle?
I think so.
Yeah? A one-tickle, as Kellio puts it. You grew up in a small town, Ethan, was it Northern Ontario, right?
Yep, there is.
Are there any animals and/or creepy crawlies that spook you?
Oh, moose.
Really?
They are the most dangerous animal you can come across. I have been not chased by a bear, but I was working at a maple syrup factory, and I was cleaning out the sap lines, and a bear came up to me, and I had to back
Canadian
away.
thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
I had to back away for half a kilometer slowly, and it just kind of followed me all the way back, and that was
Wow.
terrifying to me. But then I came across a fucking moose, and that was terrifying. It charged my ATV. I have never been so scared in my life, and I've heard
is
so many instances of
terrifying.
people getting attacked by moose.
Oh
So
my god.
moose,
I didn't know that. Are they
Yeah.
just like really territorial, or
100%. You get too close, and they're gonna mess you up.
Yeah,
Damn,
they're one of like the most dangerous. They'll fuck you up real
I
bad.
didn't know that.
Moose plural is meese.
Thank you, Ethan.
It was just asked in the chat, so we had to answer this for
Just
the
saying
people.
that, Eric. Come on.
Well, you never know with me.
Quality in this show.
Is there? You invited me back.
Yeah, you got me there.
Meese or Mrs. Messiah.
Nieces. Do you have any other interesting animal stories?
Oh, many.
Yeah.
One time I tried to hop onto one of our cows through the pen, and I got bucked off, and I hit the ceiling and came down into the outside of the pen, luckily. So that was
Jesus.
fun.
Wow.
I've been
Okay.
chased by 16 turkeys at once.
Sorry,
All right,
what-
story time. What?
You were able to count them? Well,
Well, that's how many we had, and they were all there.
Everyone was there. You had to see it.
You could just imagine me I'm 8 years old running with a bucket of feed, and all these turkeys are half are in the air, kind of trying to fly, and half are chasing me on the ground. And that's a funny
turkeys,
visual.
Are they aggressive animals, or did they just really want food and you were young?
They're kind of aggressive. We had the wild turkeys, so they're the black ones. There's black and white ones, and the black ones are a bit more territorial and kind of playful. So were pheasants, and we had pheasants, and those things love to just run at you, and they would always go for your eyes, so you'd have to be careful.
Jesus.
So playful, so fun.
What animals did you all have on this farm?
We had pigs, we had chickens, we had cows, we boarded horses for a while. I had one peacock. That was a good time. Not for long. What else did we have?
What happened to the peacock?
It died.
Well,
Sorry.
What else did we have? We had goats and we had sheep for a bit as well, but that's pretty much it.
Wow, that's a lot of animals.
this is pretty much it, you know.
And-
all of this in the past tense. Do your folks not still have animals and stuff?
No, they have chickens, and they're bee farmers too, so they have bees.
Oh, that's nice. I'd like some Chapman honey. That sounds nice.
I got some in my cupboard. I'll send some over to you.
All right, thanks, pal. Oh, nice.
All right.
Where are we picking
It
up
falls to the ground.
from? Oh, thank you.
You
Let's
crawl
see
over.
where this goes.
You crawl over and take a look. You say,
Over time, our relationship fell apart. And now, with time apart, I truly know I am the only tentacle I need. I will give you one more bite for old time's sake.
you kiss the rainbow squid, and it seems to last an eternity. But their magic cannot save them. You bite the squid's neck, and its rainbow ink begins to spread through the big water as its body slows and its time runs out. You now look around and notice a few yellow birds flying above you.
Are you the ones known as the Yellow Birds of X1?
Take it, Jack. These birds speak in
Yes.
parentheses.
Yes, I am.
You now say.
You have to help me. I am from the Collider crew, and we need some of the minerals here.
Okay. I think it's lost the plot.
Sip to haze a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little sip to haze,
All
as
right.
you say.
And I'm gonna adjust this to just have quotation marks.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, the yellow birds of X1. We're making
They're going to take
time.
us to our
So
last
they're the next one.
monster, right?
What was our relationship to the monster of X1? Do you think?
Oh.
We're
We're building
our,
a sort of mythology.
We've had like our absent father we've killed, our
Yeah.
ex-lover.
Yeah.
A rival? Somebody
we need to have the other version of ourself that was born of the same,
Our best friend.
Yeah. Yes. That's fantastic. Oh no. So Noah, are you still doing folk art?
Yes, I am.
So I really enjoyed the image of the squid earlier. Like the symmetry and the colors were all amazing. Can you describe to me what makes the folk art exactly?
So what I was seeing with folk art is it is very much, it really likes to play with form and shape from what I'm seeing, at least in some pieces of them. It has that kind of, it likes looking at the natural kind of world. So which is why I kind of was taking to using, since we were in a world, we were in an area that was being described as having some kind of interesting foliage, I figured I would include these pieces along the side of the leaves. But also realizing that we're underwater, so I gave it that kind of weird all surrounding.
I see. And they're
yeah.
just you're making these sort of tableaus that have elements of the environment and of the characters themselves.
Because that's kind of what I'm feeling like when I'm looking at some of these pieces, is these kind of tableaus that they aren't done as kind of a piece of realism. Though they have, so I don't know. There's some interesting elements that I'm seeing. These are the pieces that I'm picking out from what I'm seeing of folk art.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
It's a very interesting style. I actually kind of really enjoy working in something like this. Neat. Keep trying.
You can take us back. Nice. And I see. There's the birds of X1. Cool.
Yeah.
I understand now. I love it. Oh, okay. Are we talking we're talking to the birds here?
God.
Meet your I was dreading the day you meet your
wait.
master again.
This is gonna be our last one. I'm asking it for a lot to pick up on something that may not be laid down. So,
what are you trying to set up for us?
I'll try to set up or sail over this of A1 and all right.
Oh.
All right. You say.
Getting into some abstraction. Okay.
I was dreading the day I would need to meet your master again. Tell him the Duumzl snake has awakened, and I will meet him at the center of A1 space.
You and the birds sail over the center of the one and dive down. You swim through the hole, and you are now at the center of A1. You and the birds are blown back and hit to the floor. The center of A1 is a loud place, filled with an unending stream of loud sounds and images. A cacophony. How do you spell cacophony, Jack?
Oh God. CACOPHONY, maybe?
Yes, that is.
Cacophony.
Yeah.
Put me on the spot.
You wait in this. All right, who is the last? Who is it?
Yeah.
Noah, what animal scares you?
What animal scares me? I'm unsettled by anglerfish.
Ooh.
Does everybody know what an anglerfish is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what an anglerfish is.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, they're spooky.
Freaky as shit.
The, and Jack, what emotion scares you?
Of disappointment. Anglerfish of disappointment.
I'm gonna call it disappointing regret. Or
Nice.
disappointed
That sounds good.
regret.
I like it.
Him before he was optimistic. All right, I think I got something here.
All right.
The center of A1 is a loud place, filled with an unending stream of loud sounds and images. A cacophony of uncertainty. You wait in this confusing place for the big-toothed fish of disappointed regret. When you knew him before, he was optimistic. That was until you left him.
I don't need you anymore.
You tell the fish. Jack, take the big fish. Wait. Sure, you do it. I can't remember who was last. Fuck.
Then I will find someone who does. If you don't like it, you can always go back under there.
He points back down. You walk down a hall and come to a door with a clock in it. You open the door and march into the room.
Ooh. Oh, people are yelling the word sauce. Ah, there it is.
Where's the
floating in
A1?
space next to the nebula there. Well spotted. So, what is our relationship like to the snake or to the fish? Are you setting it up as like our best friend, or a person that we had a close relationship with?
Yeah,
before?
I think they
Someone
were
we had
our
like a
best
falling
friend.
out with.
I think we are primordial beings of the universe that shape the universe with our desires, thoughts, and fears. And slowly over time, A1 space has been shaped in its chaoticness by all the regrets, anxieties, and needs to hang on to time, right? Like it hangs on to the ocean. And it's been shaping all of this because we are these godlike beings that can't take care of ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to
that's pretty
say
rad.
in these rooms, you have let people down. Other deep right, because we are a deep creature.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, or creature of the deep, whatever it is called.
Both of those would be correct then. Yeah, big two fish says
Right.
anxiety and regret.
Here we go. Ethan, what would you say is the strangest animal you've ever seen?
The
Feels like you have
strangest,
a lot of animal encounters. Yeah.
strangest I've ever seen. I don't know. That would have to be. Okay, so in Lake Nipissing, which is up in North Bay, that lake is polluted, and they discovered a fish that had two faces on it,
Oh.
and they ended up like I don't know how you taxidermy a fish, but they preserved
Stuffed
it,
it, yeah.
and you can actually like go visit it there, and that's the most fucked up thing I've seen in terms of an
That's
animal.
pretty cool.
And if that's not an indication, we need to do something about our water resources.
That's right,
amazing.
everyone. This
It's
entire
terrifying.
stream has been a ploy. Go to your local town council. Stop pollution today. Only you have the power. Captain Planet.
He's a hero.
All right, I got some text here. All right.
Okay.
You walk down the hall and come to a door with a clock in it. Remember, we're in a space of just endless images in the center of everything.
Yeah,
Loud
yeah.
voices and sounds.
Strange
there's a
cacophony,
door
yeah.
we walk through. You walk into a hall and come to a door with a clock in it. You open the door and march into the room. The room has many pictures of your life. All the times you have let other deep creatures down.
Oh, no.
The big tooth fish says,
Anxiousness and regret have always been closely linked, Duumzl Snake.
And you are the most tired of all.
you sneer.
Then I will introduce myself. I am the timekeeper of A1.
I don't care what your name is. You created me, and I am not happy.
Oh, here we go.
Wow. So was probably like a friend / mentor at one point.
Just as we.
Awesome.
This really is like a mythos, like of gods.
Yeah, it really feels like we found a mythology all of a sudden. I'm really into it. Okay. We have created each other, Snake. Just as we have created this universe.
Then we don't need each other.
That is true. But occasionally, we get lonely and bored, and we need someone to love. Someone to make us feel alive.
I don't want to be your slave, not again.
And I don't want you to be mine. But together, we can be something different.
Are you threatening me?
Kind of sounds like I'm coming on to you.
Yeah. And I'm just not getting it. You're like, we could be something great. And
Really
you're like,
not.
are you threatening me?
No, I just want to love you. I miss you so much.
But we don't need
You know how
each
many
other.
times I talk to the squid? It's really hard to build a relationship with a guy with 10 arms. Just doing everything all the time.
But he's just like an Italian squid, and he's just always talking with his tentacles. This is-
It's
breaking
dangerous to be.
things. He's doing all the chores all the time, making it just really hard to feel useful in a communal space. Blue Emperor says, I'm worried to change the art style, so we won't have the folk art to match the folklore we have. It was quite fortuitous that we have this. Buttertub is calling for perhaps a change of the musical style, which you can do as well with some points. Here we go. Whoops. Ethan, do you like science fiction particularly?
You know what? I never grew up watching or reading science fiction.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like my later years. Like I didn't watch like even Star Trek until my 20s.
Wow.
So
So
good,
I
though,
have-
Star Trek.
It did.
It's pretty great. It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking great.
Although I haven't watched the new show. I haven't watched anything new, like what the Discovery series
No.
that they're doing.
It ended with Next Generation. Or
I've actually so
here we
Discovery I was kind of with, but I actually have enjoyed the latest series, The Strange New Worlds. Really trying to kind of go back to that more classic style of the stories.
ended with the Next Gen era.
Okay, well, before we go
All
any
right.
deeper into that business, Blue Emperor has called for a change in the musical style. Maybe we could do that right before we read on.
All right, yeah.
What do we got?
All right, musical styles. We've got 71.
All right.
71 is gospel.
Something folksy.
Gospel music can broadly be defined as Christian music of the 20th century, but it's most particularly associated with the African American community and grew out of other styles such as hymns, African American spirituals, jazz, and blues. Gospel music often uses clapping, stomping, and call and response, and may be performed a cappella. It was also influenced by American folk genre and was instrumental in shaping modern worship in black communities and churches.
We're making a religion.
Yes.
All right, why don't you take the "it's true, occasionally we get lonely and bored" again.
All right. Where is it?
That
This
is
is
true.
true. But occasionally, we get lonely and bored. And we need someone to love. Someone to make us feel alive.
I do not want to be your slave. Not again.
And I don't want you to be mine. But together, we can be something different.
Are you threatening me?
No,
He says.
I offer peace after so long.
Suddenly, you hear a small voice in your head. It's the oracle from the extra dimension. It says, "Don't listen to him, Duumzl. Kill the fuck."
What is it? Did someone call?
The timekeeper asks.
No, it's nothing.
"You are a fool. He will destroy you."
No,
it's-
that's me.
Oh,
You're
shit.
a fool. He will destroy you. I know what's in your head.
"No, it's me," says the oracle. "The true you."
You are not the real me.
Shut your slithery mouth.
I have so many versions of the gospel choir. Here's a sound called Gospel Worship 1. That's advertised, I guess. Okay, it's not really playable. This goes up to number 8. Here's Gospel Worship 8.
Please be a rowdier crowd.
No, it's a pretty tame crowd.
Oh,
They're going through a lot right now. It's a smaller congregation this week. Let me just find a good... I got an organ.
oh yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
That
I'm
was-
gonna bring the choir back. I like the choir.
That felt like
And I'll go
meditation.
find some-
You heard it, everybody.
It's a
We
bit
gotta bring.
meditative.
I was gonna say, you heard it, everybody. Use a choir. Everybody, bring back choral music.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. How about we go from "you are a fool," he will destroy you.
You are a fool. He will destroy you.
"No, it's me," says the oracle. "The true you."
No, you are not the real me.
"Shut your slithery mouth. I'm the voice from before this stupid space got created, and your anxious indecisions split us in all these fractured parts. Kill him, and finally we'll be out of time and away from all this mess."
I understand now, but I fear what will happen after. What will happen to the universe without me?
"You can't stop this, for I have spoken it. And now, the future."
Ah!
You scream, and your body becomes all snake. You rush at the big tooth fish and strike him down.
No! Bring in the hmms. Oh, these aren't working.
You rush the big tooth fish and you strike him down.
Oh no, I don't have anything yet.
Cackles the oracle. Finally! Ah, a future without time. Your head is spinning. All your memories are coming back to you. All the people you have betrayed and all the pain you have caused. Your face contorts and you let out a large sigh.
The future. Ah!
You scream as your face begins to boil away.
Ah!
Soon there is nothing
Oh no, my God.
Soon there is nothing in the space between galaxies. Now there is only you. The end.
Wow. All right,
Wow.
folks. We've reached the end of our story, which can only mean one thing. If you're in the chat, feel free to start tossing out some song titles inspired by the events of today. I'm going to pick the one I like the best, punch it into the AI. We're going to start generating a song to close out the show on.
Forrest
In
says,
the meantime,
bad ending one.
You got the bad ending.
Ooh, Time Shattered Love is pretty great.
Ooh.
What do you guys want to do in the meantime while I'm generating this? It doesn't feel like epilogues are right for this story.
Yeah, time has ended, so it's hard to do an epilogue. What happened after time? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was nice, though.
that was a thing. Ethan, do you have any burning questions in your mind? Just things that you want to know about life, the universe, everything.
We've
The
got an
universe-
all-powerful snake being, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If I have one question about life in the universe, it's life after death. Like, are we one continuous soul? I would like to know that.
Well, why don't we ask the AI? What happens after we die? It's a really different experience when there's no music happening. All
Just
right.
feels inappropriate.
What happens after we die? We fly through the tunnel of light, like the clear blue sky. We fly through the sky for a long time. Eventually, we reach a large mountain, and we stop, where we see millions of other people like us who have just died. This is the afterlife. We continue on the journey to the top of the mountain. The further we climb, the more people who start to die and see the mountain.
Oh. Now, what happens when you get to the top of that mountain?
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Can I ask what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the title Time After Time, but it's not the Cyndi Lauper song.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I was just going to say.
What's what genre should I put in?
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, let's do
yeah.
it.
41.
All right, Gregorian chant.
41. 41. Oh, perfect. Folk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a folk song.
Folk music generally refers to American folk music. The genre rose across traditional songs in American culture, most of which have passed down for many centuries from unknown composers. Folk music fuses both classical and contemporary instruments and musical styles.
Great. Folk.
Woo!
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Noah, what's a burning question you have about life, the universe, and everything?
I would have to say, what is out there on in those far reaches of space beyond what we can see?
All right, AI. What is out there in the far reaches of space? It's generating. Any minute now. Why do we live? Why do we exist? In the furthest galaxy at the edge of the unknown universe lies Absolute One, an unlimited, eternal, and seemingly omniscient entity. The B1 dimension, otherwise known as the furthest reaches, is the region of existence. It exists as the final frontier and is yet undiscovered. Now we know.
Hope that answered your question.
Well, it just told me what I kind of suspected it was going to tell me. What happened in this story. It's
It
where
told
we are
so
set.
little and so much at the same time.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to ask my question.
Cheers.
What is the perfect pizza?
Hot take. Curious.
The perfect pizza is delicious. The perfect taste is plain. But the sauce is sweet. The cheese is white. The crust is crunchy. The toppings are pepperoni and pineapple.
Yes!
Shit.
Suck it.
It's
All of
made-
you.
It's made fresh. What is the most important rule in kindergarten? The most important rule is always to put things back.
Wait a minute.
That was my question.
Wait a minute.
Anyone
So
got
who
anything
likes
else?
pineapple on pizza?
What do we think our albino Space Force alligators question would be?
How do I get back home?
How do I get back home? All right, AI. How do I get back home? It's generating away.
Nice.
We'll be here any moment. Then we'll know. Oh, how do I get back home? You walk on the bridge with 4 ropes on it. You step on the first rope and it takes you to the rope bridge. You cross the bridge and you reach the other side. You walk down a path and you come to a tree. You climb up the tree and you see a rope. You grab it and hold on tight. You swing towards the ground. You land on the ground. And you run towards your home.
That was beautiful.
And very concise instructions.
Yeah.
My
They
phone.
didn't just say go left.
Well, I've got a song generated for us, so I'm going to send you guys the link here. I'll pop it into the chat.
All right.
I think Noah and Eric are going to be able to just hop right in without any difficulty. But
will I?
you'll need this. How do I never remember how to do this with the new UI. There it is.
You putting it in the Zoom chat?
No, putting finding where it is. How to get the
The code?
actual short code. I
Oh yeah,
keep
it's
forgetting.
yeah, it's in the invite friends tab. Or,
Oh.
or the button.
Yes.
Let
There
me
we are.
just make my way over there.
I've got here a folk song called Time After Time, but it's not the Cyndi Lauper song. So I thought I'd like to take the first verse and the first chorus. Eric, I'd love to pass it over to you for verse 2 and the second chorus. And then Ethan, I'd love for you to bring it all home with the bridge and then the final chorus. That sound
Sounds good.
All right.
Lovely. All right. Well, let's here's a very old song. Older than all of us. Older even than the mountains. Time after time. You told me you feel pain. You showed me that it's real. You promised me that you were strong, but you must carry on, and you're still here. You're not leaving. You're like a ghost. You haunt me, you come back, but I don't hate you.
You gave me the love you had. You gave me what you could. You helped me believe in me, though you may leave again. You're here. You're not going. You're haunting me. You keep coming back, but I don't blame you.
When you left, it was hard. You took with you what you knew. You were right, I was wrong. You had to go, but you are here. You came back, you never left. You are inside of me. You're here. You're here. You're not running. You're haunting me. You come back and I see you, but I don't blame. You're in my heart.
Well, there's nothing else to say, except that you can find us at patreon.com/imperfectlibrarians. You can type !Discord into the chat to join the Imperfect Librarians Discord community. And I leave you all with a quote from the late Stephen Hawking, who said, "In the universe, it may be that primitive life is very common and intelligent life is fairly rare. Some would say it is yet to occur on Earth." Have a good night, everybody.